Press the bell icon on YouTube and don't miss another update.
Namaskar. I have a very interesting episode for you today. I'm going to talk to you about two different topics. My topic number one is Adhir Ranjan Chaudhary, the Congress MP, asked the government to have a special winter session to discuss farmer protest and farm laws. Government said, nahi karne ka. We will discuss that. The second topic I have is somewhere in our country, nationalism seems to be selling everything. Nationalism seems to be selling political parties to get votes. Nationalism seems to be selling celebrities to get more popular. Nationalism now is a tool for even corporates to sell their product. What is this new corporate nationalism? Let's talk about that. Let's get right into the show. Okay, so the Congress MP Adhir Ranjan Chaudhary wrote a letter to the Parliamentary Affairs Minister of India, Mr. Prahlad Joshi. In his letter, he requested for a special parliamentary session, a winter session, to discuss the farmers' protest and the farm bill. He said, let us have a threadbare discussion on this. The government turned around and said, Kyun? Why? We can't have a special session and all that because you're running the risk of COVID. You're putting the MPs at risk. By amidst COVID, why should you want a special session? Government said, nahi karne ka. Will not do it. Achha. Now, this is slightly strange. And I'll tell you why it is strange. You see, the same government had called for a monsoon session between 14th of September and 1st of October. Now, I'll tell you why I'm saying all these dates. 14th of September, the active cases of COVID in India was 9,86,598, 14th of September. 1st of October, the active COVID cases in India was 9,40,705. But when the COVID was at its peak, the government called for a monsoon session. Important. You know what they did in this monsoon session? They passed 25 bills in this monsoon session, out of which 15 bills were passed in Rajya Sabha. Out of those 15 bills, 7 bills were passed in 4 hours in Rajya Sabha. So they had to pass all that bills, so they called for the session and fatafat 25 bills were passed. Now today, December 16th, the active cases in India is only 3,32,002. That is as on today 8 o'clock. But now the government says, "Nahi baba, risk hai, COVID risk hai. It is amidst COVID, we don't want to take any risk." Sounds a little strange, no? Achha, this is not it. This is not it because the Prime Minister of India had taken a rally in Bihar on the 23rd of October, right in the middle of COVID. Jyotiraditya Scindia, the man who jumped from Congress to MP, he took a rally for MP by polls somewhere on the 21st of October, right in the middle of COVID. But that was okay. JP Nadda took rallies in Hyderabad. Tejasvi Surya had the famous rally where he was charged a fine of 250 rupees because he didn't wear his mask. That is, I guess, all okay. West Bengal mein rallies are going on even now. So I guess that is all okay. That is all fine, including the fact that PM visited Varanasi to celebrate Diwali. That also can't be forgotten. So all this happens. But the fact is, when the opposition wants to discuss farm law, government says no. You know, it is like the shopkeeper who says, Baba, mera dukan hai. Jab mere ko mangta hai shutter upar, the day I want the shutter up, the day I want the shutter down. My shop. Somehow looking like that. This also is endorsed with the fact that there was an interview, very interesting interview by Sri Narendra Singh Tomar given in Indian Express, where he made a very he made a very emphatic statement where he said that 303 seats mandate he says, have been given to the government not to just stay in power, but to effect change. He said, listen, 303 seat hai hamare paas. So if you want to change, we will change. So discussion and all, theek hai. I mean, that's the long and short of this. He didn't say that. That is the long and short of what he meant, I guess. But that's the basic temperament of this government. That it's our way or highway. You decide whether this is good for democracy or bad for democracy. The other day, if you remember, I had Mr. Shashi Tharoor here discussing nationalism and patriotism. So now this nationalism thing has become very interesting. Nationalism is there everywhere. Politics, nationalism. If you play nationalism card, you win more votes. You have nationalism now even in film industry, I presume. Then you find nationalist actors, not so nationalist actors. It works in film industries also. You become popular. But what is ironic is nationalism now is entering into corporates. And that's not really good for India. And I will tell you why. You see, nationalism is very good. But nationalism cannot be used to hide something else. Nationalism cannot be used as a tool to sell yourself better. That is wrong nationalism. And I will tell you why. You know, companies like Future Group, the Reliance Future Group, they call Amazon the East India Company of the 21st century and they call them the big brother of America. So, Future Group says, yeah, American company hai baba, this Amazon fellows. They are not our company. No, Future Group, Reliance has bought over. Google has invested in Reliance. Ye kya paradox hai? So, you have foreign investment, but the companies, when foreign companies say they're big brother of America, they are here to siphon off. In fact, there's another story where Paytm has said Google is a company that is here to siphon off money from India. That is a statement they made. In fact, their statement was money collecting and money siphoning machinery, and said that Indian business cannot be taken into ransom by American powers. They said, Paytm said, boss, ye sab nahi chalega. This foreign company Google coming and siphoning money away from India and taking it to America and all that. Achha, by the way, who invested in Paytm? Which are the companies invested in Paytm? Is the entire investment of Paytm Indian? That is a question people will not talk about. This corporate nationalism now is getting to be a joke. A joke played on we Indians. It is getting to be a joke played on we Indians because somewhere down the line, I think sabko ye lagta hai ki yaar kuch bhi bolo and we bite. And that's a feeling now. I guess everybody started getting, say anything nationalism and we kind of fall for it. I'll give you an example. There is this company called Micromax. Micromax is a company started by a young Indian entrepreneur, which is very good. They started this company and this is the ad that they launched recently. This is their ad recently. Just hear this ad.
शुरू करें? नमस्कार, मेरा नाम राहुल शर्मा है। एक मिडिल क्लास फैमिली में जन्म हुआ। पापा एक सरकारी स्कूल में टीचर थे और दिल्ली की उन गलियों में कभी एक सपना देखा था कि राहुल कुछ बड़ा करना है। अच्छा, मुझे याद है कि उन दिनों बड़ी झिझक के साथ मैंने पापा से 3 लाख रुपए उधार मांगे। घर में सबसे छोटा था तो पापा ने दे भी दिए और 3 और दोस्तों के साथ मिलकर माइक्रोमैक्स की शुरुआत करी। आप सब लोगों ने देखते ही देखते माइक्रोमैक्स को देश का नंबर 1 और वर्ल्ड का 10 लार्जेस्ट ब्रांड बना दिया। अच्छा, कुछ गलतियां भी हुई हमसे, पर पहली बार कर रहे थे, काम भी कर रहे थे और सीख भी रहे थे। पर फिर एक ऐसा वक्त आया जब चाइनीज मोबाइल वालों ने मुझे मेरे देश में ही पछाड़ दिया। हारा तो तब भी नहीं था, बस लगा कि हो गया, कर लिया है हासिल तूने जो कुछ भी करना था, अपने परिवार के लिए, अपने लिए। पर बॉर्डर पे जो हुआ ना वो ठीक नहीं हुआ। आपने फिर आवाज दी माइक्रोमैक्स को, और हमारे प्रधानमंत्री जी ने भी आत्मनिर्भर भारत का ऐलान कर दिया। बहुत सोचा कि क्या करूं, क्यों करूं, किसके लिए करूं। मुझे लगता है जिंदगी ने एक बार फिर वही लाकर खड़ा कर दिया जहां से सब शुरू किया था। पर इस बार जो कुछ भी करूंगा वो सिर्फ इंडिया के लिए। माइक्रोमैक्स वापस आ रहा है लेकर इन इंडिया के।
Here, one of the directors of the company, one of the owners of the company, co-founders of the company says that, boss, I felt very bad when I saw China and I am very now upset. I am Indian company and I am going to launch this Indian brand, Indian product and all of that. You know, we are very Indian. I started with a small amount. Very good story. But using nationalism to gain market, that is a sad way for a brand to grow. And I am not talking Micromax, I am just taking Micromax as a case study. Using nationalism, using national passion to gain markets, very wrong idea. Are we trying to say that all of a sudden every part used on that mobile is now made in India? If it is not, then how come all of a sudden the company turns from an international brand to an Indian brand? How does it happen? So this is the point that I was trying to make. Nationalism is good. But if you want to talk nationalism wherein you say that I've made a brand which is 10 times better quality than Apple and half the price of a Samsung. This is what we do for our India. That's nationalism. When we can't match international quality, international services, we talk nationalism. When we want to be a monopoly, we talk nationalism. One by one, like this, we are going to throw international brand outside of our country. One by one, we are seeing that in telecom. We've seen that in telecom. Finally, you may end up just having one service provider. Likewise, one by one, foreign brands will be thrown out. And finally, remember, there was a scooter that you had to bend to start. You had to bend in every morning and then kick and start and then drive the scooter. Remember that scooter? Which was supposed to be Bharat ka scooter. You will be going back to those kind of products because that is the kind of quality that our manufacturers used to making. Because the moment you are operating in a monopoly, it becomes a seller's market. And in a seller's market, they sell you what they want to sell you. More and more international player in this country, the more competition for Indian players. And the more competition to Indian players, the more they have to focus on their quality, their delivery and their price. So finally, if all these people throw out all these foreign players from the market, let me tell you, you know who is the biggest sufferer? You, the consumers. You are the biggest sufferer. So the fact is, this nationalism, this corporate nationalism of Indian by Indian, I am making this because I am an Indian and all that, well, let's not get carried away that way. If you really want to be a nationalist, make a product. Make a product that is best in the world. Make a product that is best in the world. Ensure that the whole world seeks that product, runs after that product, because that's the kind of quality that product has. Sell it at a fantastic price globally. Launch that product in this country at a price which is lesser than what is global prices. And say, this is what I'm doing for my India. That would be called corporate nationalism. And that would be called true nationalism. Till I see you next time. Namaskar.